Well,
can you have transferred truth from God without receiving divine love?
yes, of course. Yes. Every six-sphere spirit is in the condition where they've had some truths from God that they've now transferred, that are a part of their very soul, and they live in those truths every single day, but they've not received any of God's love. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course, beyond the sixth sphere, completely impossible. Mm-hmm. You cannot get to the seventh sphere without having received some of God's love. And so therefore, everything that is the truth of how the seventh sphere works, you're not going to understand unless you've received God's love. So you get to a point, the normal human, gets to a point of saturation where they've assimilated all the truths they possibly can about the universe, about God, about themselves and other things like that, without receiving God's love. And then there's a limit to the intellect, and there's a limit to the reality of it, because they're not able to receive any more without receiving God's love. Does that make sense for me? And that's the design of it. The design of it is such that you're going to remain a human with the human limitations unless you receive part of the divine, because the things above the sixth sphere can only be understood by the divine. And unless you become a part of the divine, you will not understand any of them. You'll think you do. Just like you can think here on earth in the first sphere that you understand some things, and you really don't. You can think a lot of things, but it doesn't make it real. Right? The only way it's going to become real is by receiving some of the divine. Then you will know the reality of it. Make sense?